fact, I named my company Opportunities in Africa because I know that this is, you can't even count the wealth that's here. I mean, in the near future, if we stay on the course, we're going to drink out of golden cups. We're not going to be drinking out of these kinds of cups. We're going to be drinking out of golden cups and throw it over our shoulder. The next man I'm bringing on board, I'm telling you, he's going to talk to you about the real investment in Africa. Because, you see, your health is a great investment. Yes. Too many of us, especially us brothers, prostate is knocking us out, and we got all the money in the bank, but we're in the graveyard. Breast cancer is eating us up. We got all the monies in the bank. Dr. Asare is a brother that's going to show us how to invest so that we can live past 100 years and still be making babies. Men and women. Come on, get Dr. Asare. Take
I think we are in a very nice atmosphere.
Right.
Immediately I decided leaving the CSIR, I was with the Oil Palm Research Institute at Kede Kusi in the Eastern region. A trained teacher and a counselor. Today, a lot of my mates who knew me as an art student asked me, Kofi, when did you become a scientist? You see, immediately we try to put science into the laboratory. That's where we mess up. Because for more than 10,000 years in West Africa, our people have been practicing the real science, which is basically observation, experimentation, and verification on human beings. And that is more empirical than testing things on albino rats. I don't believe in that science. I don't have the genes of a rat. Let me just stop. I can talk all day. Sister Sherita, all the speakers have talked on just one aspect. And that aspect is acid. I started developing this idea of ACID, which is an acronym for African Communities Collaborating Everywhere for Development and Emancipation. If you listen to my dear lawyer's story, it's just the same thing. The idea of, I went to England and I was here, how can I collaborate with my people? How can we have that loyalty? Some of us have been held down by, and I want to be very, very frank. People know me, both in the States and here. I don't bite my tongue when I'm talking. We've been held back because of strange religion. Yeah. Africans were never religious. They were spiritual. Right. And they were truthful. Yeah. Today we don't trust one another because we are stealing wealth that we don't even need. How long are you going to stay on earth? The beauty is that let's live together beautifully, and our children and children's children will love us for that. So if we trust one another, just like Dr. Sherita is saying, if we have that loyalty, if we have that belief that I'm working with an African sister, an African brother, nobody will come behind me and come and say, oh, how much is he paying you? Okay, I'm a Chinese, I'm going to double it for you. You tell him, go to hell and somersault. We must be able to trust and love ourselves. And that is all about spirituality. Yes. And I'm talking much about this because my African Healing Science and Nutrition Program is headed by my company called PAMA. And PAMA is another acronym which means Positive Afro-Mental Attitude. I just didn't say positive attitude. I say you must have that Afro-mental attitude. You must be able to see yourself that I am somebody, I can do it. The years of self-defeatism is gone. You must be born again to be a proper African. You must be born again to move out from taking brufen and chemical painkillers, to be able to meditate, to be able to know that the African basil, nunu, has been used here for years. We use it for animal, we use it in our soup. We must be able to know that African healing science is teaching you that vaccination is not immunization, and it is a hoax and a killer. We have been living here for all these years. Our parents and grandparents have had 13 children, 15 children. There is something in the Akan language you call the Dudan. When you are able to successfully have your 10th child, then the slaughter is good for you.
Right.
They were not going to hospitals. We were strong. Why did they come here for slaves? If we were so weak, who goes for a workman who is weak? So please, at the end of it all, African spirituality, African herbalism, African healing science ends up in one thing I want you to know now that a lot of people don't know. It ends up in investment.
Yeah.
Because you know what? We are going to brand ourselves. Like the cashew my sister is talking about. It will come to a time when I'll just call him on the phone. Sharita, you know what? I'm coming to give you a spice. And you put that spice on your cashew. Nobody else will have that spice from India or China. So if they want to compete with us, unless they come and kill me and get that spice. So we develop a brand. Branding is something that is business.
Yes.
And we will be able to do it. They will be able to come and now ask us, why is it that when you chew this cashew at the age of 61, you can still be burgering sexually? Why all the other women on the continent are there and get it dry? And then they will talk about menopause. Who paused you? So to end it all, I don't want to take the whole floor, but what I want to tell you is that there are 4 ways by which you can enjoy life. You see your children growing healthily without rushing them in the ambulance. You see them behaving well because you know food affects the brain.
Yes.
Then you see yourself growing healthily to even play with your children. And then finally, you see yourself in your old age, like my great-grandfather did at the age of 124. When he gathered everybody around, he told them what he wants to tell them before he passed away. There is a simple thing. If you go to the places where those of us who come from chieftains' houses and things, they will train you in that because you are heir to the throne. So they train you in certain things. They will just tell you, okay, the old man said he wants to eat some pineapple. So go and fetch it from the farm. By the time you come, he's gone. Somebody who talked to you just about 5 minutes ago, you must be able to die in a way that is a transition and not from a sickness. Because today, people work so hard, either in the slave plantations in America or in the pseudo-slave plantations on the continent here. And then when you are on retirement, instead of you having fun with your great-grandchildren, you'll be battling one disease after the other. Let's make sure that we are not going to work to be able to battle diseases in our retirement, but we are going to work, and with the knowledge of health we teach at Palmer Health, with the knowledge of health that we are bringing together, with the systemization and scientifically combining the knowledge and skills of our people in the diaspora to the people on the continent, we are going to live a healthy, prime and loving age and be happy to see ourselves in the future, and our children will be happy for us. Thank you. This is not an anticlimax. What I said right now, I have a few of them here.
Right.
It's just a stockpile that you put into your, yeah, we can pass them over. We are not making the food like our ancestors made in the past.
Right.
They are not tablets. You put them into your food, and then your hormonal system will be okay, and nobody will pause you, and your brain
Family, this is an investment. You follow the instructions and you take these herbs and these foods that he's talking about and we're talking about, you will overcome the diseases that they put on you in America. You will live longer. So coming to Africa, meeting great doctors like this that's going to give you the food to help you live longer. We have it here. We have the superfood moringa. Make sure you take some back so that you can knock out these cancers and all these diseases and get doctor's number so that you can live long and you don't have to die at 70, at 60. You can live past 100 and then you can go on and on and on. So invest in these herbs, in this food, these superfoods that we have here. So definitely you're going to live longer. Now we're going to bring up a couple more to talk to you about other investment. You know, we don't want to just fill you today. We got another day on the 7th. We're going to have the Ghana Investment Promotion Center here on the 7th. A young lady, she's going to come representing the Ghana government, talk to you about the laws of Ghana and how you can invest. So we're going to take it little by little, okay? We want to, you know, we give you enough so that you don't just explode. This time I'd like to bring up Brother Aaron. He's going to talk to you about something that's real dear to my heart, because these Chinese and Americans, they're bringing in some very poisonous type of products for our mothers and daughters, and we need to be aware of it. And he have invested in a company that's going to bring safety to our mothers and our daughters when it comes to just our health and wellness. So, Brother Aaron, would you